Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon from Travel Bulletin here in London. Hi, everyone. We're really fantastic to be back. Our latest Travel Bulletin training webinar focused today on weddings and honeymoons. As we all know, this is a huge market with great earnings potential. So I hope by learning from today's suppliers, you'll be better placed to increase your market share and sell more weddings packages. Okay, we're going to meet them one by one briefly before we then get into the presentation. So first of all, let's say hello to Melissa Butler, the Regional Manager for the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. Hi, Melissa.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Good to see all of you. Excited about the session today.
Okay, and Melissa, you wouldn't know because you might think she's in Glasgow. So anyone who's up there, without knowing it, you're in the presence of Bahamian royalty, should we say? Anyway, so she's up there. Next, we have our second presenter today is Rita from Delphina Hotels and Resorts. Hello, Rita.
Hi, buongiorno everyone. We have 23 degrees here in Sardinia today. Sun is shining, so
Fantastic.
I'm
Lovely for
very
you to
excited.
tell us that. It's grey and cloudy here in London, but thank you for letting us know. It may well be nicer in Glasgow where Melissa is. It might be nicer where it's sure as hell is going to be nicer where James is. James, what's it like with you?
Simon, I'm just going to have to come out straight away and disappoint you because I'm actually based in London. It's my wonderful colleagues in head office who are in Malta today, experiencing 25 degrees on the 21st of October.
Oh my goodness. You're not disappointing me. At least we have your presence in London. That's a good thing. Unfortunately for you, you don't have the Maltese weather. So sadly, and so yes, James is going third, and our final presenter today on behalf of Bahia Principe is Maria. Now, Maria, are you there? Are you being coy?
Hello, good afternoon. I'm here. This is the weather. I'm located in Dominican Republic, so it's very hot, it's very humid, and very sunshine.
What degrees have you got today, Maria?
Here is like a 30, 29, 32, something like that. Because it's a little bit cloudy, but it's hot and humid.
Okay, well, you're all we're trying to encourage people to do weddings somewhere else. I suppose that's the key, isn't it? So let's look at it as a positive thing. And with the greatest respect to Glasgow, we're not encouraging people to do weddings in Glasgow yet. That may happen next year when we have Visit Scotland on. Who knows? But for the time being, we're going to get started. So if I can ask everyone except Melissa to mute themselves and turn their screens off. We're going to get started. Melissa, you're going to take us away. So please share your screen and then I'll come back on to ask you a few questions afterwards. And we'll see you in a bit. Any questions, just shout. I'll be listening.
Okay. Just want to make sure, can everyone see my screen? Simon?
I can see your screen. James, you need to turn off yours if that's all right.
Okay.
I can see everything. Yeah, we're all good.
Okay, perfect. So once again, thank you so much and welcome to the training session for the Bahamas. We are delighted to share a little bit about why it's best to get married in the Bahamas. One of the things we like to say is that because the Bahamas has so many islands, you can literally marry on one island and honeymoon on the other. Of course, the Bahamas is a great destination for all things related to romance. So even if you have persons who would like to do a hen do or a stag do holiday, honeymoon, vow renewal, or an engagement shoot, or even a surprise proposal, all of those things can be facilitated in the Bahamas. In terms of getting to the Bahamas, it's very easy. From London Heathrow, we have daily flights with British Airways directly into Nassau, which is the city center. We also have connectivity with Virgin Atlantic from London Heathrow 2 times per week. And then we also have connections via North America and Canada, great connectivity. If you have couples who maybe wanted to do some sort of a multi-setter honeymoon experience, it's great feeling a two-center with the US and Canada and the Bahamas. As it relates to Virgin Atlantic, some of you may be aware, as of February, the end of February, Virgin Atlantic is going away with the direct service. However, we have signed an interline agreement with them, that is Virgin Atlantic and our local flag carrier of Bahamas Air. So even though the direct service goes away, persons can now still purchase one through ticket through the US to travel into the Bahamas. We're very excited about that because instead of going into Nassau, which is the city, there are some people who just want to go straight into the out islands. So if they were to purchase a ticket with Virgin Atlantic from London Heathrow into the US, they can connect directly into some of the other islands, such as the Exumas, Eleuthera, Grand Bahama, and Abaco. We also have ferry service that's available from the US, from Fort Lauderdale to Bimini, as well as Grand Bahama as well. In terms of the Bahamas, Nassau and Paradise Island is the city center. We also have Freeport and Grand Bahama, which is the second city. As it relates to Nassau, just to give you a little bit of an idea of how some of the hotels are clustered and the distance of the hotels to the airport. So the Lyndon Pinling International Airport, if persons are flying direct from London, this is where they would fly into, or from the US if they're flying into Nassau. From the international airport, the next closest spot is Cable Beach. On Cable Beach is where you find your resorts such as Sandals, Bahama, and Goldwyn. And then you go into the downtown area where you have your properties such as British Colonial, Margaritaville, and Grey Cliff. And then Paradise Island, you see there, is connected by bridge. So persons who are staying at the Atlantis Resort, Ocean Club, or Comfort Suites, they would go over a bridge over to Paradise Island. In terms of the other islands, again, the Bahamas is made up of 16 islands. And some of those islands have smaller islands as well. So again, in terms of what's available to do in the destination, there's island hopping that you can do because there's great connectivity within the islands. Eleuthera and the Exumas are two of the top ones. Eleuthera because of the pink sand beach. The photo that you see here is the glass window bridge. So this is one of the wonders of the Bahamas that we like to say. And of course, the Exumas because of the swimming pigs experience. So again, if you have persons who are looking for that romantic getaway, there's a lot of things that they can do in the Bahamas. Saying I do, we say in the Bahamas, we have something for everyone. We have something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, but most importantly, we have something different. The something old for those people who would like to do something different in terms of their wedding venue. We have the Vinales in Nassau. We also have Harbor Island if you wanted to do a storybook chapel. And then at some of the resorts, they cater to specific types of weddings as well. So you see here, this mandap was actually at the Atlantis Resort. So again, the capabilities of what can be done in the destination is truly phenomenal. In terms of celebrating at the resort, all of the resorts have pre-packages that are available, but of course they can be customized as well. Just going to highlight some of the resorts. We have the Bahama Resort that has a chapel as well as indoor and outdoor wedding space. We have the Atlantis Resort that also has chapel, indoor, outdoor wedding space. We also have, if you wanted a private island type experience, Kamalami Key is really one that caters to small weddings up to 80 guests. They also have indoor, outdoor wedding space. And then Eleuthera is a boutique property called La Bougainvillea. They also host small, intimate ceremonies as well. In terms of something borrowed, we like to say that you can make the day unique for your clients by incorporating some of the Bahamian tradition. So if persons wanted to incorporate Junkanoo is a local festival that we have in the Bahamas. But for weddings and events, the Junkanoo performers are available for hire. So this is a nice different flair that can be added maybe at the reception, or again, if it's a vow renewal or anything like that, these components can be added. Of course, when it comes to food, Caribbean food, it can be added as well. And then, of course, in terms of wedding decor, the possibilities are certainly endless. The something blue, we always like to say the Bahama blues is would be perfect as the addition, sandbar weddings or getting married on the beach or vow renewal on the beach. Again, the Bahamas is surrounded or spread across 100 square miles of just pure ocean. So again, there are opportunities near the water, on the water, in the water, as well as under the water. Some non-traditional locations. Speaking about underwater, we did have a few ceremonies where we literally had an underwater ceremony with dolphins and all. In terms of getting married in the Bahamas and what's required, it's a very simple process. Both parties just need to be in the destination for at least 24 hours in advance. The application process can be facilitated through, if it's being done through one of the hotel properties, the wedding planner on site will assist with all of this in terms of registration, the documentation, and the marriage license fee. We also have the opportunity, if persons do not want to utilize the services of a resort and they would like to do it on own, you can feel free to reach out to myself. My contact is there, and we can put you in contact with a member of our Bahamas Bridal Association who can assist with the planning of the wedding, etc. In terms of honeymoons, again, we talked a little bit about some of the things that can be done on the honeymoon experience. The Bahamas has no shortage of adventure, from snorkeling in the Thunderball Grotto, climbing the lighthouse, visiting the boutique factory, which is a local fabric made in the Bahamas, to chocolate making in Nassau at the Great Cliff factory, to rum tours. It really depends on what your couples would like to do on honeymoon. The Bahamas has something for everyone. So again, we said top reasons why brides love the Bahamas. It's naturally romantic. It's a dream come true setting. It's extremely easy to say I do, and you can literally, like I said before, marry on one island and honeymoon on another. Just to give you a little bit of insight in terms of the bookings now, we have launched a rewards platform. So when you book the Bahamas now, you can earn up to £100 per booking the Bahamas. So the website is here, BahamasTravelAgentRewards.com. Once it's completely free to register, once you log your booking for Nassau and Paradise Island, you receive $10 per room. It must be a minimum of 6 nights for 2, and you can incrementally add that on for up to 5 rooms. For Grand Bahama and the Out Islands, it's £20 per room, up to 5 rooms, with a minimum of 4 nights. So you do have the option to combine if you're booking maybe a wedding or a honeymoon experience, and you book a property in Nassau and Grand Bahama, or Nassau and an Out Island, you have the ability to combine the rewards. So I would say log on to BahamasTravelAgentRewards.com to register. And if you have any other questions, you can feel free to drop a message in the chat, or you can take my contact and I will be happy to provide any additional information for you. Thank you so much. Simon, I'm turning back over to you.
I'm here. Don't worry. You're not to go anywhere though, Melissa,
I'm
because
here.
I have to. I've got a couple of questions for you. So come back on. I know you have a flight to catch, but you're allowed to have a couple of questions briefly if I can do. Right. Okay. Thank you to Hannah and to Pauline for asking. If I can ask you straight away, Melissa, is there a busier or less busy? What sort of months are most busy, would you say, for weddings, or does it really vary throughout the year?
It certainly varies throughout the year. I mean, you can get married year round in the Bahamas. There is no one particular season. I will say, in terms of travel, we are in the Caribbean and we do have a hurricane season. The hurricane season runs from June to November. So I tell persons, you can still travel during that time, but just make sure to protect the trip because weather is unpredictable.
Okay. One more. There's something funny with something funny's happened to the microphone or something, but it may be. Okay. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
I can do. It's gone all scrabbly, but don't worry. We'll ask another question. I'm going to ask it. I think I know the answer anyway, so keep it brief, and I'll ask one more afterwards. Have we?
Okay.
Are the weddings legally binding in the UK?
Yes, they are. The Bahamas was once a British colony, so they are legally binding.
Okay, that's good. Even underwater ones, right? Okay.
Even underwater ones. The only criteria in terms of getting married is that in the Bahamas, it has to be done between sunrise and sunset. That's
okay.
It.
Right. That's good to know. That's good. Okay. And one other thing for the honeymoons.
Yes.
In terms of island hopping, obviously there are an awful lot of Bahamian islands. So is that best organized in terms of you're going between one another and you're island hopping and staying? Is that best organized before you go, or is it easy to organize when you're there?
It is certainly better to organize before you go, just so that you have all of the flights and everything arranged ahead of time. However, if the persons are on island and would just like to do maybe a day experience excursion, that can be facilitated very easily as well. All of the major resorts have tours, desks that can assist, and concierge services that can assist with decking. But of course, in advance is always better, just to make sure that you get the right times of what you want.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to ask you one final thing, which is, if you can, to round us off, Melissa, if you can please share with us details of your prize and the question for that prize. Agents, before Melissa asks, just remember, don't answer on the chat, because you'll just be telling everyone else what the answer is. You have to go to our website, which is travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition, after we close today's webinar. So, Melissa, now tell us what your prize is, and please share with us your question.
Okay, so our prize today is a 25-pound Amazon gift card, and the question is, how long should the couple, or must the couple, be in the Bahamas physically before they are married?
Okay, so how long do you have to be in the Bahamas before you can get married? Okay, I think that's very easy. You spelled that out very clearly, so we now know what that is. We won't see you at the end, Melissa, because you'll be winging your way through the cloud from Glasgow back down to London. But thank you very much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you too. Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Right. Okay. Thank you very much for that. That's great. So that's a £25 voucher that is available once you get the question right, if you answer it right, on our website at the normal address after the webinar. Okay. Our second presenter is going to tell us all about Delphina Hotels and Resorts. Please welcome back Rita, who's going to tell us everything we need to know. Rita, over to you, and I will get myself away, but I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, thank you very much, and welcome everyone. I'll try to share my screen. Let's see if it works like this. Does it work? Okay, great. So welcome everyone. My name is Rita, and I work for the sales and marketing department of Delphina Hotels and Resorts here in Sardinia. I would like to take a walk with you in the northern part of the island and tell you about Delphina, this Sardinian family business. Maybe some of you have already been to Sardinia. We are right in the middle of Mediterranean, very well connected with Europe in summer, with flights from UK, not only from London, but also from Birmingham, Bristol, Edinburgh, with Jet2, EasyJet, BA. And the island is very well known for the sun, the beaches, and the amazing crystal clear water. This is a picture of the archipelago of La Maddalena in front of our offices. So Delphina was born right here in the Gallura region. We are local, we know this land very good, and we are the specialists of Gallura. As you can see from our map, our hotels are all located along the coast of northern Sardinia, 8 different properties, each one with its own character. All are a maximum of 1 hour, 1 hour and a half from Alghero and Olbia airports. Today I'm going to present only the 5-star properties. And we are very proud because Delphina has been awarded as the best Italian hotel group at the World Travel Awards and also Europe's leading green independent hotel group. Our mission is to offer authentic Mediterranean hospitality in unique places. And who better than Delphina, which is a Sardinian family business, created, guided, supported by a Sardinian family, the Montoni family, can transmit the value of hospitality. In this picture, you can see the whole family, starting from the left, our founder, Mr. Francesco, the son, Libero, our general manager, the daughter, Elena, our brand manager, as well as our UK country manager, Lelia, and her father, our CEO, Marco. So let's start knowing our properties. Resort Valle dell'Erica is our jewel, located near Santa Teresa Gallura. It is nestled in a stunning park of 28 hectares with over 1.5 kilometers of coastline overlooking the islands of the International Nature Park of La Maddalena and Corsica, which is the mountains you see in the backdrop, and also Bonifacio. It consists of 2 hotels, Hotel Erica and Hotel Alicciola, for a total room number of 273. As you see from the logos on the bottom right, I'm very proud to tell you that this resort has won the World Travel Awards as Italy's as well as Europe's leading green resort. Very, very proud of this achievement. So, immersed in the Mediterranean maquis and among the granite rocks lies our first-class Terrace and Spa Wellness, Le Terme. There's are our Telasso pools where the seawater is heated to different temperatures in each pool. And in one of the coves is located the restaurant Lizzini with only 10 tables in the sand for romantic dinners. This is the main beach, La Licciola. Most of the rooms have sea view and some also private pools overlooking the main beach. And here I can imagine our mutual guests on this terrace overlooking the sea in this sweet archipelago with private pool. The Crown is our penthouse suite, the ideal solution for discerning travelers with stunning views and the private pool also. Here you can see a dreamy setup for a wedding to remember. The cove of Caracoli is set up for celebration for a couple and their loved ones. And here an unforgettable day, let's say. It's the cove set up for a wedding we had. So let's go now to Hotel Capodorso Talasso and Spa, also a 5-star property near Palau. It's also near where I am actually in this moment. It is very romantic. Let's say it's a boutique hotel, perfect for couples looking for relaxation, privacy, and tranquility. Here we have only 86 rooms in the middle of this large park, hidden in the greenery. You can see on top of the hill we have also also a golf course, 9 holes. There is a private marina and 2 sandy beaches. This spot, known as Cala Selvaggia, is one of the 2 beautiful beaches accessible via promenade from the hotel. Guests can enjoy a round of golf against this breathtaking backdrop, combining relaxation and recreation. So dining under the stars is a highlight of our exclusive packages designed for honeymooners, offering a romantic experience. The coast can be explored by sea thanks to some natural trails and trekking paths. And also here we have an exclusive thalassotherapy center overlooking the sea, which also offers outdoor treatments. This is a view of the pool on the cliffs where guests can sunbath or sip a drink under the shadow of a juniper tree. So this summer we had a beach proposal at Cala Selvaggia with a path leading to the beach adorned with small romantic clues, followed by a special dinner on a wooden platform. So let's jump now to the west coast, precisely to Isola Rossa, which is a small fishing village where is located our 5-star property Hotel Marinedda Thalasso and Spa. The hotel overlooks this bay, which is also called Marinedda Bay. Here, guests can enjoy several restaurants. This is the beautiful terrace of Il Tramonto restaurant, or maybe can have lunch right in front of the beach. And wellness is really the focus of this hotel. Here we have our biggest Thalasso and Spa center, 2,500 square meters, very, very big. And here we have an example of a junior suite Eddie Criso, which has also a private mini Thalasso pool included in the price. So for all our 5-star properties, we have available on request helicopter transfers, and many guests take advantage of our helicopter transfer service to fly over the islands of the archipelago. So we have also our own fleet of boats. You can book also wonderful excursions for your clients to the islands. This is our vintage sailing ship, Pulcinella. Guests have also the possibility to book in advance different experiences, such as wine tastings or private tour for an aperitif and shopping in Costa Smeralda and Porto Cervo, or maybe tours to discover our history and our traditions. So we are Italian, and good food has always been a priority for us. And for 30 years, we have explored Sardinia's culinary excellence to offer local cuisine in our restaurants, leading to the creation of our brand, Genuine Local Food Oriented. This initiative focuses on using primarily 0-kilometer products and developed through partnerships with local producers, resulting in the Delphina selection. This project features the finest local food and wine, carefully curated and selected by the Montoni family. And this selection is available exclusively in our hotels, and guests can purchase their products on site or online to bring a taste of their holiday home. So here are some benefits for the honeymooners that book with us. Just give this information to our booking department. All the honeymooners, the couple receive 1/3 per person once at the wellness center, a Delphina souvenir gift, a Sardinian wedding ring, typical one like this one. And at Resort Valle dell'Erica and Hotel Marinedda, they have a brunch. And at Hotel Capodorso, they have some golf lessons. So we have a dedicated team that takes care of all the weddings, and at the booking department are available all our packages, which are included in our honeymoon catalog, can be browsed online on our website. We take care of our guests from the moment they land, because we have at the airport of Olbia our welcome desk. And all our properties can be booked on our website in the agencies area. You can request your password in order to check the availability and rates online and book in real time. So, my friends, this is the email address for UK friends. Do not forget we have also wonderful offers for fam trips and travel agent stays. Thank you for your time. And if Areti has our video, maybe she can start it. We have just 1 minute of Resort Valle dell'Erica, our jewel. If it is possible to see this, Areti?
If you stop sharing, Rita,
Great.
that's great. Moretti will go on and she'll play the video.
Okay.
Is that all right, Moretti? Here we go.
So thank you very much for your time, for joining us today.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Rita. That was fantastic. Your timing is immaculate. And well done. And thank you, Areti, for sharing the video with us. Right, I've got a few questions. Any that we don't get through, we will, as I say, we'll pass them on to you and then you can deal with those afterwards. In terms of the, okay, what should I do first? Oh yeah, Sandra Louise Lambert asks, do you have to be in Sardinia for a specific length of time? Like we did in the Bahamas, do you have to be there for a specific length of time before you can get married? And if so, what is that length of time?
Well, we prefer that the couples or the organizers, they come a couple of days before the wedding in order to get sorted all, the little particulars, things to get sorted at the last minute time. I mean, a couple of days would be enough.
Okay, so it's basically any last minute things that might need to be sort of finalized or that you haven't heard from them about it. It's good to have at least 2 days where they are able to talk to the staff at the hotel and make sure that everything's all sorted.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you for that. As well, I have Jenny asks, with regards to the golf at the hotel that has the 9-hole course.
Hotel Capodorso, Talasso
Yes,
Spa, which is in Palau. Yes.
Sorry, that's me. Is the golf included in your stay, or is it reduced price, or how does it work?
It has a reduced price and it is an extra. The
Okay.
golf is an extra, 9 holes.
Okay, no, that's great. Thank you very much indeed. Also, with Rich Smith asks, with regards to bringing children, if you've got kids, sort of, is there a particular hotel that I know we're looking at weddings and honeymoons, but if people have got children, we are in the 21st century now, so they might be getting married and they already have children. If they're bringing them with them, then could I ask, is there a particular hotel that you would recommend over and above any others?
Yes, I would recommend Resort Valle dell'Erica as well as Hotel Marinedda because here we have done the mini club and junior club. The most, let's say, things to do you have in Resort Valle dell'Erica, and on the contrary, at Hotel Capodorso is more romantic. It's not that we do not accept children. We do accept children in all our properties, but at Hotel Capodorso, there is no mini club.
Okay, fantastic. So it's really about making sure that there's plenty for the children to do and for them to feel included within resort as
Yes, we
much as
have mini
anything
club
else.
until 11 in the evening, from 9 in the morning until 11 in the evening, and they can have also brunch or dinner together with the staff, so they can have plenty of time to relax the parents.
I hesitate to say this, but it sounds, with a mini club that runs till 11 in the evening, it sounds like those actually might be the more romantically driven hotels. But anyway, we'll go off on that note. Thank you very much, Rita,
Okay.
for your time today.
Thank you.
Please, can you tell us now what you're going to be offering agents by way of a prize? And then also tell us what the question is, where they're going to have to go to our website to answer it.
Okay, so we are going to offer a 3-night complimentary stay in half board, drinks excluded, for 2 persons sharing a double room in one of the 3 hotels we have presented. And the question is, which prize has won Resort Valle dell'Erica at the World Travel Awards?
Okay. Did you hear that, everyone? Amazing. It's a fantastic prize. So you get 3 nights complimentary stay on half board for 2 people sharing a double room at one of the presented hotels today for next year. And the dates will be available on request. There will be blockouts, obviously, but obviously we will. You can do that. And the question is, which wonderful accolade, should we say, has the resort Valle
dell'Erica, yeah.
Valle dell'Erica Thalasso and Spa won at recently at the 2024 awards for this. So please do go on to our website after that is over. Thank you ever so much for that, Rita. We'll see you at the end for a final wave to everyone. And thank you for your presentation.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Right. Okay, we'll crack on with our third presenter of our wonderful training webinar. And it's going to be delivered by James Ellis, who's going to tell us all about Visit Malta and what the islands of Malta, Gozo and Comino have to offer in terms of weddings and honeymoons. James, are you there?
I am there. Thank you very much, Simon.
Okay, fantastic. I will leave you to share your screen. I am here if you need me. By the way, everyone, don't forget, questions for James via the Q&A. And remember, if you don't remember everything, do watch what he's telling you, because there'll be something in there which might enable you to win a prize. So watch and listen. James, I'll leave it to you.
Thank you very much. I'm just trying to share my screen. Excuse me one moment. Okay, I believe my screen is now sharing.
It's sharing. We just need to go to full screen mode.
I
That's
just
it.
did.
You're in.
Perfect. Again, so my name is James Ellis. I'm the MICE executive for Visit Malta Incentives and Meetings, which sits under Visit Malta in general and then the Malta Tourism Authority. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm actually based in the UK. My colleagues in head office in Malta, but we have different offices across the UK in our biggest markets, and UK being one of those. As Simon has said, I'm just going to take a bit of your time to explain a little bit about our wonderful islands of Malta. And I'm sure that everyone is familiar with where the islands are. Very close to Sardinia. So we sit in the center of the Mediterranean, as you'll see in just this picture here. So Sicily is just to the north of Malta. Now, Malta is an archipelago, so it is made up of 3 actual islands, which are Malta, which has roughly around 450,000 people, Comino, which is an uninhabited island, and then we have Gozo to the north. Now, Gozo is the sister island. It has around 50,000 people. It's roughly a third of the size, but the 2 islands are very different, which I will get to during this presentation. So as I mentioned, it's just south of Sicily, 100 kilometers. There is a ferry which connects Malta to Sicily, which runs daily. So it is another option for people who are looking for weddings to look at a twin country wedding, because you could go into Malta, do your wedding, and then you could do the second part of your wedding in a different country and fly back home from there. So Malta has a lot of advantages because of its location. Now, just to give you just a little bit of a snapshot, Malta is a very historically interesting country. We have around 7,000 years of history, and we have one of the oldest freestanding structures on the earth. It predates even the Egyptian pyramids in Giza. And we have wonderful scenery because we have 300 days of sunshine every year. Typically, the temperature in October is sitting between 20 and 25 degrees. So it makes a really, really good off-season wedding destination. We have designated wedding planners on the island, of which we're happy to put you in contact with. This is especially helpful, not just for those who choose to do a legal ceremony, which is perfectly possible in Malta, but even for those who want to have a bit more assistance on their wedding day, just having someone local who can get them in touch with the suppliers should anything happen, should anything change. So it's a really, really good process that we have. Marriage equality is important to speak of. Malta became one of the first European countries to have been recognized in the Rainbow Index. So the last 9 years, we've hit #1 in the Rainbow Index or map. And that's one of the reasons is because we've got very strong laws in Parliament that are put in place to protect everyone's equality. And on the 14th of April 2014, that was the day that this was signed into law. We rank as the 40th happiest place in the world, which is always good to hear. And as I mentioned, we have 300 days of sunshine, so it's very much guaranteed. Now, the lovely thing about Malta is we're just a 3-hour and 20-minute flight time from the United Kingdom, which makes it very, very easy for travelers to get across from the UK. We have actually got agreements in place with 3 new routes going out of EasyJet. This is via Luton, which starts from December, Liverpool, which starts in December, and Southend, which will start in 2025. Alongside those, there's another 17 airports across the UK. So it's very, very easy to get a wedding from the UK, even if people are in the north or south. They get great flight connectivity. Now, this is the Gigantia Temple. This is, as I mentioned earlier, this is the oldest freestanding structure in the world. One of the nice things about some of our historical venues and our religious venues is that these are actually can be used to have weddings as well. So they are licensed spaces. Now, with history, we cannot not mention the Knights of St. John. Now, back in the 16th century, Malta was given by King Charles of Spain to the Knights of St. John. They came to what was Malta, and they created Valletta, which is the capital of Malta, located just 7 miles away from the national airport. And they built the city in a nice grid fashion. And what you will see is you'll have this honey-colored stone that they use across the island, and these wonderful buildings that are exceptionally well preserved. And again, we have a separate arm under Malta Tourism Authority called Heritage Malta, who look after these buildings, and they actually have a venue service called Exclusively Venues. So they actually look after these venues, and they actually have a venue team who will allow and assist people with their marriages or celebrations in these wonderful venues. Given that we have 300 days of sunshine, then obviously we're going to get some spectacular backdrops, as you can see in these images. Now, this is one of the more popular areas where people choose to have their wedding ceremony take place. It's called the Upper Baraka Gardens, and it's just on Valletta, overlooking the Grand Harbour. And just below the picture on the left is what we call the Saluting Battery. Now, these cannons that you can just about make out are fired at 12 and 4 o'clock, but you can actually have the cannons fired as part of your wedding celebration. So we have very different styles of weddings. It's not just a traditional beach wedding. We have very, very elaborate heritage venues where we can actually add something different to people's occasions. We have the salt pans of Gozo, so salt mining salt gathering is still happening on the islands, and it takes place in Gozo, the sister island. And this has also been set up, as you can see, for a sunset wedding reception. We've put a lot of effort into the infrastructure on the island. I'm very pleased to let you know that on November the 1st, we'll have our Me by Melia product opening, and that is set in St. Julian's. And also later on in November, we'll also have the Hyatt Centric. So that's going to be two wonderful 5-star properties offering another level of comfort and luxury to weddings. Now, as I mentioned, we have a number of international brands, so the Hilton, the Intercontinental, IHG, these are all there. But we also have some of the leading hotels of the world on the island. Now we have the Phoenicia, which is a virtuoso property. It's located just outside the city walls, has around 7 acres of green space and 7 areas where people can get married. And so lovely thing about Phoenicia is that you can have a wedding for 30 to 50 to 100. So it is all broken up, so it makes it really nice and special for occasion. This is just some of the brands that we have on our island. The Barcello was opened this June, so that's another addition as well. And this is the infinity pool on the right-hand side at the Phoenicia Hotel. Westin Dragonara is a very popular wedding venue. It's located just on the edge of the waterfront, and so it gets amazing views, a very luxurious property. And then we have different aspects. So this is Palazzo Parisio. This dates back to the 17th century. Casino Maltese, oldest member club on the island. Villa Origo. MCC is a Mediterranean Conference Centre. Now this was the Hospitallers arm of the Knights of St. John. So this is where any of the wounded people would go for treatment during the Great Siege of 1566. Outdoor venues like Tough French, and then we also have Zara Lodge. Now, one of the venues I do really enjoy is Limestone Heritage. This was actually an old lime quarry, and obviously once you've removed all the lime, there isn't much you can do. But thankfully, someone decided that it would be a wonderful opportunity to actually use this as a wedding venue. There is a waterfall that you can see just at the very top, which runs down here. The altar is set up, and so you have this beautiful ceremony, and especially at the evening time when you have the night lights on. Lovely experience. And as I mentioned, you can have legal services in Malta, and there are a number of churches where this can actually happen. Happy to put anyone in contact with those as well. And then almost to finish, we have the luxury cars that can be used for the guest experience. We also have the Lutsu and also the Gasha. Now, these are the old traditional boats that were used as transport between the 3 cities and Valletta. And if you want to finish your evening in style, then do fireworks in Malta. Fireworks go back to the Order of the Knights of St. John, and it's something that happens all of the time in Malta, and they are spectacular. And just to mention again, as I said, Malta was one of the first countries in Europe which accepted weddings of all denominations and all sexual equality. So this is there as well. And again, as I mentioned, from the 14th of April, same-sex marriage became legally sanctified in Malta. So again, come to Malta to do your wedding. We have lots to offer on our different islands, our different towns, our different viewpoints. My contact details are here, and I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone may have. I'm now going to stop sharing.
Thank you so much, James. That's absolutely fantastic. We've got a real insight into what's there. I remember last time I was in Malta being at those very where you described, just to the right of where you go into Valletta. You've got that where you can look back down onto the battery and what have you. So really, yeah, it's all in my head. I'm there.
Glad I
And
brought
so
it back to you.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's very rare that happens. But there you go. I've got a number of questions. With regards to the historical venues. So that's obviously something there's obviously a particular team there. How do you get in touch with them? Do we get in touch with them? Do the agents get in touch with them via yourselves, or what's the easiest way to do it?
I'm happy to share the contact details. As I mentioned, it's called Exclusively Malta, exclusively venues. I apologize. It's a wonderful service. They basically have all their web page is done by filter. So you put in weddings and you put in a number of guests that you're looking for, and it just then gives you all of the venues that are actually there. And then they are the contact for that venue. So they will be the ones who would organize everything for you and organize the catering. Again, this is a wonderful service because it's not very often you get to be in a castle or a fort, you know, especially when you look at some of the venue hire prices that we're able to offer. Something I didn't mention is that there's great savings in Malta. I typically say on a wedding, in comparison to the UK, we're looking at a 20 to 30% saving.
Okay. And with regards to that, to that particular team via that filter process, does it show then available dates?
You would have to contact them directly, and then you
Okay.
would submit your dates, and then they would look at availability. And if the dates that you've chosen are obviously not available, they may suggest something different, or they may, you know, say we have availability on the following week.
Okay, fine. I think Philip Burlock asks with regards to the locations about ceremonies and if they do it only for the location, you can do your own ceremony. I think probably the best thing to say, Philip, is you get in touch with the team and then they can explain how it all works rather than us sort of go into what's possible. I wanted to ask with Claire Malpass asks as well, do you have any venues that cater for Indian weddings?
Yes, Indian weddings, Jewish weddings. We have all weddings going on in Malta at all of the time. I was just at the wedding show and we had a number of inquiries of people who are looking for a different destination for Indian weddings in particular. So yeah, we are open to any kind of requests and we've done it all. The wonderful thing about Visit Malta itself as an organization is we have what we call the quality assurance scheme. So all of the venues, all of the destination wedding planners, all of the DMCs, they have all gone through our rigorous standards and checks. So whenever you've been put in contact by me with someone else, you've already got that security.
Okay, that's brilliant. I've got one last thing. This should be are there any hotels that do weddings that are all inclusive? Do you know?
Good question. When you say all inclusive, do you mean the wedding package is included in everything?
Sorry.
Or
No, I don't know. Sharon asked this question, and I think what she means is, are there any all-inclusive hotels that
Yes.
also do weddings?
Yes, there are. I'd probably say there's a few, like I'd say 3 or 4 hotels that would do as well.
Okay,
The one at
that's
the top of
fine.
my head
I'll
would
get
be
her to research that further.
Perfect.
Thank you ever so much for that, James. That's awesome. It looks
Perfect.
great. It's always nice when it's a venue you've been to or whatever. I know Malta a little bit, so that's really good. And thank you for bringing that all to life for us.
Okay.
Everyone keeps asking, can they share details of your videos that you've got and or your presentations as well? Just so that everyone knows, we will be sharing all of the contact details for those who have attended the webinar with the suppliers, and they can share them then when they do that in terms of contact. Thank you again to James. James, I'm going to ask you one last thing. If you can please tell us about your competition prize and the question, please.
Okay, so for the competition, I have an Amazon £50 voucher to be won by one lucky person. And the question is, on which date, day, month, and year did same-sex civil unions gain the same legal rights as those of a marriage?
Fantastic. So whether you're watching this live or on demand later. Make sure you enter the competition before this Sunday, and then you could be in with a chance to win that prize. So don't message me now on chat or on anything else. But please go to the website. That's travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition after the webinar, and you'll be able to enter, and we'll have that up there. Thank you again, James. We'll see
Thank you,
you
Simon.
in 10 minutes at the end.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Right, it's time for our last, but by no means least, joining us from the delights of Punta Cana. Please
Yes.
welcome Maria. Maria, are you good?
Everything is perfect. I know they have a lot of information right now in the mind because all amazing presentation. So this is gonna be the last but not the least, okay?
Absolutely.
So
I
I'm
will
gonna
see you shortly. I'll let you carry on and share.
exactly. I'm sure Mike, please let me know when you can see him.
All good. Just needs to go full screen.
You have a full screen ready?
Perfect.
Yes? Okay, perfect. So first of all, welcome to Bahia Principe, the Tyler Happiness. I'm gonna explain that to you a little bit about our wedding package and the different location because we are located all the Caribbean. We are located in Mexico, in Jamaica, and Dominican Republic, and also in Tenerife. But most of the thing, we're gonna concentrate everything in the Caribbean because we are creating happy moments. We are happiness solid to you. We assure your happiness. We have show you the destination, also location. And the end, we have some present to you for all the agents and also to choose to have it all that we share a video. Why we're creating happy moments? Because why you have to say I do in the Caribbean? Because the sound, the fun, the sun, when you want the stars with the sky sparkling and you want the turquoise and crystalline ocean just for you or just for your couple or your wedding guests. Also, we are presenting to you our different wedding package that we offer in the Caribbean. That is the blissful, joyful, delightful, beautiful, wonderful. From the 2 people for the big groups. That's what we offer to all of you. For example, we have here the happiness solid to the Caribbean. So we have beginning with the blissful. Our blissful is a small wedding package. It's very special to celebrate intimacy. We also have sometimes we have just couple, they come here to the Caribbean. And when they arrive here, they say, oh, we will shoot to get married again and just to relax and just to enjoy for the pictures. That we are offered this small wedding package just like a 2 people. So that's we call with a special price of $600. It's very important to let you know when we organize a wedding for more than 2 people, we request to the couple to be here in the hotel 3 days before. Why 3 days before? Because when they come in here, we give it to them like a little special information about the hotel and the location. And also the couples would like to add more. That way we request 3 days before. And all our wedding package have included the symbolic official wedding. In case that you would like to have a legal wedding, we request like a more information, special documents. We don't share the documents and information now because the thing is, the Mexico, Jamaica, and Dominican Republic have different costs and different paperwork that you need to request to be a legal wedding. Also, we're talking like about the joyful package. Package is just for 10 people. You know that we have families, small families that come here to vacation with the sons, with the daughter, mom, maybe friends, and they would like to come in here to celebrate the 25 years, the anniversary, or maybe the grandma and father parties. So that's why we offer the Joyful Wedding Package. It's a small wedding package. It's just included for 10 people, but also have included a lot of things that you can come here to celebrate with us. Then we have Delightful. Delightful is just for families a little bit more than 10 people. Is imagine like a shady balls under. This is like a for renewal balls that you would like to celebrate your 25th marriage or the 50th marriage that we also have. Maybe like I tell you before, the grandpas, they have marriage and we come with the son, the niece, their daughter and all the family and friends. So this is all the small wedding package. Over here, you will see the package of the price and how many people included. Also, just in case that you have more than the 25 people, we have a maximum for this wedding package, including for 30, but you have to pay extra. But also all our wedding package is very completed that you can take all the everything in just in one package. Then we have the beautiful package. the beautiful package and the wonderful package is just for those people, you know, they like to have party up, they come to the DJ, they want to party like at to midnight, they would like to enjoy and everything. So that's we offer the beautiful and the wonderful package. Most of them have the same little things included. The difference is the number of the guests and the cost. Because, for example, we have the beautiful package including 30 people, but then we have the wonderful package that is a bigger one that included for 40 guests, and yet the cost is a little bit more. But most of them also have the special drinks, the special appetizer menu, and these two packages have already included the private dinner that this is most important when they come to, they fly from around a long distance. The one of the things they would like to enjoy like a private event. So this included. So this is like a little bit more information. Like as Simon said, he's gonna share our information in just in case you have more question. Why share happiness? This is just a little bit about the little things that our couple come here to get married in the different locations, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and Mexico. We have destination hotel. As you see, we are located in Mexico. We have 4 hotels. In Dominican Republic, we have 11 hotels. In Jamaica, we have 2 hotels. And Tenerife, we have 4 hotels too, because also we are located in the Tenerife Island. So this is just a little bit about all the hotels located with the 5-star we have included. In all hotels that we are having in the Caribbean, we have 4. It's all-inclusive hotel. But for example, if you would like to get married here in Jamaica, we also have 2 hotels, the Luxury Runaway and we have the Grand Jamaica. Why we have included this? Because sometimes we have guests that they would like to get married, but they will not stay in the adults only. They don't want to be enjoy the hotels with the kids. So that's why we offer the 2 hotels. All the grounds have included kids. All the luxury don't have included in case it's only adults. This is just a picture of different locations that we offer here in Jamaica for events, for dinner, for ceremony, and to have like a private event, private event, just to have a fun and to enjoy with your guests. Then we have this smallest like a sunset over here. One that you get married here in Jamaica, you have included already the sunset. Then we have the Mexico. The Mexicos, we have 4 hotels like we have it over there. And also you can see how far away is a little bit the airport from the hotel. And like I mentioned before, all the Grand Hotels are located closest to a luxury hotel for those guests that we don't have kids around. For example, in Mexico, we have across the street, we have the Siancan. It's an only adult. It's not like you crossing the street. We have a bridge that we have go over there. Shanghai is very quiet, very relaxing, like the people don't want to feel around and everything. And then we have the Bahia Principe Akumal is a part of luxury adult, but when they have the Tulum that is closest to the kids for some, that's what we offer different location. Now we're gonna share to you like a little bit location here in the Tulum in Mexico. This is amazing. We have a chapel here located in the Hacienda Doña Isabel. All the hotels are bigger, but we offer shuttle for our guests for the wedding day. We also offer India wedding. We have legal wedding. We have symbolic wedding. And also we have the sex wedding. Same sex. So then we have Dominican Republic, that is where we have more hotel, is 11 hotel. We are located in the north, in the east, close to the Santo Domingo. I don't know if you heard before from Santo Domingo, that's the capital on the Dominican Republic. This is where we are located right now. We're gonna show you begin with Bávaro Resort. Bávaro Resort, we is the biggest complex that we have from Bahia. We have 7 hotel in one. It's very important also to let you know that if you stay in one hotel, the couple can use all the facility to the all complex because we are offering to you a special bracelet so they can enjoy all the hotels. This is the Luxury Esmeralda, the Amber, the Aquamarine, all the adult. Also, it's very important to let you know, like I mentioned before, all the Grand is for kids. We also have Grand Aquamarine, is adults only. This is the only adults, only Grand Hotel that is for adults. Those people that would like to have a quiet location. So this can show to you a little bit about the locations that we offer here in the Barbados side, and that you can enjoy for private events and no private event, for cocktails and just for have a fun, for welcome cocktails, for private dinners and all this around here. Then we have it here also in La Romana. La Romana is closer to the airport from Santo Domingo. It's a small hotels. We have the Grand and the Luxury also too for those people here. This is our location that we can share with you. Just like you can see, have a little view for the different options that we offer to you. Then we have the Samana. Samana is located in the north side. We have the Grand Samana, and then we have the Portillo. Grand Samana is also only for adults over here, so you can see a little bit pictures of what we can offer to you. We have amazing views, amazing location. We have a lot of information that we love to share with you. And I know it's very quickly, but you can see just a little bit. You can have a view of everything that we can offer to you. And before we continue, like if you see the picture, everything. So the price that we have for all of you, so are for agents that we have included. Right now, if you go to our way page to the travel agent loyalty program, is your join time to something special. Join our exclusive loyalty program for travel. Start earning point for every sale that you register. Your clients, your points. So what if the benefits that you're gonna have it here? You're gonna free stay with your points. You have free transfer with your points. Your special rate with your stay, exclusive promotion, discount spa, golf excursion, and theme parties. With Bahia Principe Reward booking out, you're going to sign up right here to bahiaprincipe.com/Bahia Principe Rewards, and we're gonna give it to you. Get one extra points, and you gonna have the pro code session I do Bahia. But now, for this webinar right now, we also gonna give it to you one extra £1,000. So no, it's just gonna be 100. It's gonna be 200 extra points for all of you to enjoy this webinar. You just go to the bahiaprincipe.com/Bahia Principe Rewards. This is I leave you sorry. I leave you here the code in the promo code session. I/Bahia, and we're gonna give it to you 2,000 extra points so you can enjoy to have all the information here, the benefits that you're gonna receive it. And now for the end, before we continue, I'm gonna stop to share my computer, and we have a video that we'll love that you can enjoy. Simon, if you can help me with that, with showing the video, please.
It's not me, it's my colleague Oretti is gonna run it, but thank you. Don't worry, Maria. I hadn't gone away. I haven't left you.
Okay.
Right. Can we show Maria's video, please?
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to be here. I know that we have some questions.
We do. We have a few questions for you. I've got, first of all, right. I do want you to, if you can remember this as well, Maria. The 3 or 4 agents have already asked, can you share your presentation with everyone who has joined the webinar? We'll send you the list. If you can make sure you do. The reason for that is that people were very interested in the different packages for the weddings.
Of course.
And some of them only sort of, you know, knew or realized that they were going on when they saw package number 3 or package number 4, when they wanted to sort of get back to package number 1. So if you can do that, that would be great.
Of course, I will share with them.
Jill Dougherty asks, can you get legally married in Tenerife?
Yes, ma'am. That's why we request verified. It's very important to also be in advance, because we need to double check. One of the things when we have legal wedding is to send them to us all the documentation in advance, so we can verify and check with the judge. We have in each destination, we have wedding coordinator that work with them, with the couple or with the travel agent, and they can have all the legal documents. But we need to share in advance. That's why.
Okay, so providing you organized yourself well in advance, everything can be shared. Judges can look at it. Mayors can look at it. Anyone who needs to look at it can look at it, and hopefully then everything's good. Okay, AD Capaduna, apologies, AD, if I've said your name wrong. Capadano says, can you, for the rewards site, is it possible to register bookings that they make via a tour operator, or do they have to be direct bookings?
Direct booking.
Okay, they have to be direct bookings. Still, from your point of view, AD, you're not going to lose anything by going on and registering. Make sure you register, even if you book your own holiday. Who knows what you might do? You already got some rewards, which is very, very kind for Bahia Principe to offer anyway.
It's very important, just Simon, to ask also the question. Just you're gonna get it right now 2,000 points. It's free stay and everything. So when you reserve and everything, you know, through the tour operating everything, it's very important that you mention that you get the 2,000 points, and also they will also work in that. So it's very, for the moment right now, it's go directly. But if you're going to the travel agent and everything, just let us know in advance, and I know my sales department will help do that. Okay, fantastic. So everyone will help. Maria's there. We don't mind disturbing her at 5 in the morning, her time. She doesn't mind. Exactly, that's the curve.
So thank you for that, Maria. I'm just gonna, I think that's it. Yeah, you're gonna share the information anyway. So that's really good. Anything else? If we need anything, please, 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 we will send on all of the questions anyway.
It was my pleasure. Just
to reiterate what Maria has said as well, in terms of her very kind offer, what she's doing is she's the prize that she's giving is 1,000 reward points on their loyalty program for everyone who's attended the webinar. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. We're giving 2,000 points.
2,000 points. 2,000 points. Yes. On the loyalty program. So you don't have to enter anything. You don't have to explain anything. All you have to do is know that Maria is a generous person with her company's money.
Exactly.
That's what we like. Right. Okay. We have come to the end of this Travel Bulletin webcast. As always, if you need a recap on any of today's training, you'll be able to watch the recorded version from tomorrow morning on our website, on our Facebook page, and on YouTube. I want to thank everyone, all of today's partners, for their updates and brilliant training. Come back on screen now, everyone. Obviously, we haven't got Melissa. She's already on that big tube in the sky, but we've had a real treat today. So if you can, all give our viewers a big wave goodbye, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you ever so much for joining us today. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks to all the agents for tuning in. We'll hope to see you again soon. Bye, everyone.